Ladies and gents, check this out. This old Gothic style asylum. Now, I'm not fully into the old paranormal, but they say a lot goes on in this building. So you never know, you might get some activity while I'm doing an abandoned exploring. Right, let's get inside. Wow, honestly, I'm so impressed with this. Welcome as we enter the old asylum. Now, this place wasn't all singing and dancing. When you read up the write-up on this place, the patients were so ill-treated, and medical records we found that dates back to the 1800s. Families paid to put their children here, son and daughters. Husbands put their wives here for no particular reason apart from saying she's an idiot or she's crazy. One famous story of a woman who threw a cup of coffee over her husband after she found out he had an affair was sentenced and put in here for life, never released, and now buried on the grounds. Just walking around the corridors, this may sound crazy, but it's like you can still hear the screams, the torture these people went through. 8,000 likes. I'm going back here overnight. I'm going to spend the night here and see if there is any paranormal still lurking the corridors. So, ladies and gents, we are in the mental hospital. This would be obviously the main front doors into the reception area. So bear in mind, guys, this hospital dates back to the 1855. We'll say a little bit of history as we go around this place. I just want to say, if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It costs nothing and it means the absolute world to me. If you want to see uncut bits, photos and everything else, check us out on Abandoned World Explorers Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. And I just want to say a massive thank you to all the channel memberships, the buyers of coffee and the Patreons. Without obviously your support, that helps us travel around as much as we can. But anyway, let's get on with the video. So obviously we're just headed into the basement of the hospital. Just telling me what all these documents were.
Okay,
what are these?
Okay, so these ones aren't actually, these ones are actually accounts. So you have to actually pay to be here.
You think, guys, these are all personal documents that just shows you what they're doing. Just dumping them on the floor in bags. As we head into this bit here.
So we have a dangerous idiot.
So what's this, 1911?
Patrick Keenan. Or Keenan.
So what was he
Keegan,
admitted? What they
admitted
put down
27th June 19.
And look at the way they write the front of these as well. Dangerous lunatic.
So a family member would have had to commit you.
So why would they put dangerous idiot? What's that about? Was it part of the act?
No, it was a medical term. A dangerous lunatic or an idiot.
So you was just basically, that was you. You were either coming as an idiot or a lunatic.
So there's all his files. This would be his like admission file and his analysis, and it will tell you why it's been proved to our satisfaction that Patrick Kiernan has been discovered and apprehended at Mull Lake under circumstances denoting a derangement of mind and a purpose of committing an indictable crime. That is to say that on Saturday, so this is what he's done, at Kitty Kinnan's house in Mount Mellick or wherever, he was, I don't know.
What's that, threatened?
Make it out.
And threatened
to kill,
is that?
He became very violent and wanted to get...
Okay, isn't that threatened to kill his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he basically just, so he made a threat and that's it, he's been thrown.
But that's just one, that's just one person.
I'm not saying it's like acceptable to make a threat, but I'm saying it just shows you just by...
Yeah, but we can find maybe somebody here who threw a teapot at somebody.
To be honest.
Okay, so
who we got here?
Michael Casey. He's another dangerous idiot.
What was the date?
1899. 22nd of January, 1899.
Yeah.
John Casey, 1903.
Most of them are women.
It's crazy. Look at the old wax stamp.
Yeah. But these out here are all the documents to say that their family have actually paid for this.
That's crazy. It's a different world back then. You can literally just, I mean, look at all these. Oh, it just shows you, look at all these old documents.
Edward Casey.
Okay, we just read that one.
These are all the committals.
So this is Pat Casey. Is that quite a popular Irish name, or are these just all the...
Yeah, Casey is pretty popular.
Okay. I just can't get over the way that it's the free kind of...
Here's another Casey.
So under the Act, if basically you're a dangerous idiot or a dangerous lunatic.
Yeah, but a family member had to commit you.
So what they...
So once you're committed, you can't leave until they...
Thing is...
With Dave, a lot of people were committed as well because they couldn't afford to keep them.
Really?
Yeah. And
I do know, isn't it true that there was a lot of cases as well back where if a man was having an affair with another woman, he didn't want his wife anymore.
yeah,
He would say she's right. Okay.
A young woman, she was pregnant on her 6th child, and her husband committed her because she accused him of having an affair, and she threw a cup of hot tea, and he got the doctor to sign her in here, and she spent the rest of her life and died here.
So Patrick Casey was basically down as a dangerous lunatic. Do you know it cost his family £50 to send him here? I mean, that was a lot of money as well. 1882, £50.
And those people who died here are buried, and their crosses have been taken away.
You heard that. There's even rosemary breeds there. But yeah, we was just saying that, Ines was saying that obviously there was graves for a lot of the people that attended the asylum passed away here. They were buried here, and as I said, a cross and the name and identification bit was put on the graves. Later on, the crosses and all the identification was taken away, so now it just looks like a field out there. And a sad thing as well that I just found out is they're actually going to develop on the grounds, because they're not, obviously a lot of people don't know there are unmarked graves there. It's disgusting. It just shows you, doesn't it, guys, when you're here and you're gone, like once you're past, gone completely after a certain amount of time. I mean, back in 1905, you're talking 117 years, is that right? I mean, look at these. This is crazy. Joseph Kenny. So many people's files here. I could sit there and read these. I mean, obviously, I'm not agreeing with anything that people say or do. So this one here is actually saying that he threatened to stab his mother. So because obviously the family then would probably go straight to the police or the High Court, I don't know, and then he would be admitted as a lunatic. Just proves, doesn't it, if this was the justice system nowadays, how many people would just be thrown away. This is actually really interesting reading these. So basically this one here was a night nurse that actually suffered with depression. Well, she said she was, and they literally locked her up. There's James Kenny. So many documents here.
So it opened in 1855. Do you know when it closed?
No.
9 years ago.
Is that all? 9 years? There you go, guys. 1855 and shut 9 years ago.
Yeah.
But as me and Ines were just saying that you think these are people's family, and you know that's like saying finding documents of my great granddad or something like in one of these places just completely left all our family business.
It's a small town as well, you know.
And obviously back then, something like that would have been a very disgrace, I'd imagine, for the family, like knowing that you've got to admit that your uncle, your auntie or your sister or your mum and dad have been admitted in a hospital. And it could be just for the fact that the family, as we said, can't afford to keep you. It's disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, though, this basement's quite creepy down here, to be honest. Wow. These old buildings are incredible. Obviously not went on in here because I was just talking to obviously Julie, and she said obviously this was shut down because a lot of people were ill treated. And it just shows you, even though it's shut down, they still don't give a shit about the patients. And I'm going to swear, because it really irritates me, that so many documents are not destroyed and just left. People's documents. These panels, again the high ceilings, loving the crackle painting. Again, look at these fireplaces. But this is a place, would you want to be back in here in the early 1900s or the late 1800s? Was they treated well? No, they bloody wasn't. So yeah, once the assessment's done and they then take the patient and put them into a bay, you alright? And obviously, yeah, they'd be sat here until they get their room. Their own sort of area, I guess. You think if this was shut down 9 years ago because of the damage in here and obviously the patients getting treated unfairly. That's 9 years ago. What was it like 50 years ago or 60 years ago? It's just a picture of a bear sitting on the wall. There's a jacket there. That's a pair of trousers. And there's a name on them as well. Tommy Typel. Typel, is that? A set of cords. I think they call them cords trousers. Just some people have been terrified as well, especially if they haven't done nothing wrong. I'm going back to even, you know, in UK, England, the Victorian times, where a lot of men, this was happening as well, and you still hear about it, where men were having affairs and they don't want their wife anymore, so the only way of getting them out of the picture was to get them admitted into one of these places. It's crazy, isn't it, when you just see literally everything's left. I bet they was treated like shit as well, people in here. You can see just how a place is changed in 9 years. The flooring start bowing. Some pictures here as well. Oh, these poor people, I bet they was really rough with them as well. I mean, how long has somebody's been in here? Probably spent most of their life in here. Look at the little blood pressure machine, even the little pump is disintegrating. There's another family picture there. Obviously people coming to visit the family. This is January 2010, so this place shut down in 2009, so they didn't even get to hang their calendar. Stand a picture up, it's unbelievable. Look at it.
Oh dear.
So these probably would have been all the patients. Obviously all the shavers.
Oh, it's a catheter.
Oh, is that a catheter? So a lot of this stuff, do they keep it? So if your family brought these in, or would the hospital do your shaving and then take
but that would go in a
off
sluice room or
a what room?
a sluice room is for all sharps and stuff.
A sleeve?
Sluice.
Sluice room. Sluice.
Yeah, but these are there's rooms upstairs where they took patients' stuff from them. So I'll show you. That's a line.
What's that say? Feeding line.
That's a feeding line. Yeah.
So I guess these are like patients.
Yeah, no, they're patients' possessions on
Oh, that one. It's all broken up.
She's no face, but she has shoes.
How this doll feels is probably how a lot of patients feel here. So when patients got their grooming time, I'm guessing, it was like a grooming time, wasn't it?
Yeah,
want to clip your fingernails or pluck your eyebrows.
But yeah, they would have their keys, and I'm guessing they wouldn't be left alone though, would they?
No, because you're not allowed to have
Right, shavers and stuff.
razors or
Yeah, razors.
nail clippers, tweezers, scissors.
Just can't get over like how many supplies, like why we know when the place is shut down, it's going to be sent to countries maybe that need them. Oops. There's definitely something in here that's irritating my eyes. I think it's like all the dust, guys. Keep touching my eyes. Hopefully you can hear me alright, I just don't want to not be in here without a mask, guys. What is this? Oh, it's a whole little setup here, Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah. So this probably may... Oops. She survived. Mary's good. So... This probably would have been made by the inpatients. Obviously these, I'm guessing, are some of the rooms for the patients. There's nothing left in here, but look at these old curtains hanging. And the kale around the windows. But this was your floor space, this was your whole home, this was your living room, your bedroom, well not your kitchen, but this was your space. Unbelievable. Hairdressing salon. This reminds me of something out of the old, what's it called? Doc Cotton, EastEnders.
Yeah.
Get out of my pub.
Here's bread.
Do you realise it probably wasn't given much choice either, it was just, yeah, sit there, treat them like crap. God, look at the old scales, guys. Guys, I want your honest opinion. Do you want me to come back and I will do a night, I will stay through the night here in this old asylum? Look at that. Oh my, look at this, guys. Look at the old workshop. This is absolutely incredible. Look at the cartwheels. So I'd imagine this area would be very highly watched. I mean, there's a lot of dangerous stuff I can see in here. You know, stuff that, you know, could be potentially used as a weapon. Guys and girls, this is probably my favourite ever asylum. The fact that literally everything is still here is incredible. Julie, thought I had a woman just standing here looking. It's our Christmas party here. All the nurses. This date's 1981. 42 years ago. The old bottles, that's surgical spirit, potassium. What a shame, eh? I know obviously they get put in these places because obviously I get that family probably can't cope with them. It just makes me think their life they had. I suppose a lot of them didn't know any different. Let's try and think about the families or the patients that didn't have any family, or family that wasn't interested, didn't want to know them. How do you think they felt? Knowing in their head they suffer with, I don't know, schizophrenia or something, I don't know, and they're sitting there seeing other patients, sitting with family members and thinking, in their head, they can't quite maybe know how to communicate properly, but in their head they're trying to say, well, where's my family? Or why is people not coming to see me? Sad, isn't it? Quite emotional actually, guys, I'm not even going to lie. Sort of touched me quite here. This is obviously a dormitory room. It's like you can still hear screams in here, even though you can't. I know that sounds really like, I don't know what he's on about. But it is, you're walking around this abandoned place and you're kind of getting that in your head of, I don't know, like the noises you would hear all the time in here. Look at this room. I just stop him, guessing hurting himself in here. Just run straight into the walls. Obviously all padded. What's Cascara anyway?
I can't even read that one.
2 grains dose, 1/4 as required. Look at that.
Oh, here's aspirin.
Oh wow, look at that. Aspro, headaches, nerve pains.
Have you seen all the other suitcases?
Oh, these are actually really cool. I love these. Johnson's, London. Guys, a staircase. Looking back through the door there. Loving all these little spindles as well. I'll show you now how high. Oh wow. Damn. So is this like a chapel area or?
Maybe for like common area.
Yeah.
TV room, probably TV room. Canteen.
So what would they call this style building in Ireland? Because to me it's very like Gothic sort of Victorian-y.
Victorian, yeah, I'd say.
Oh, look at this. Is this like meant to be like some little race car that's been made? Because like the steering wheel and seat.
That's a planter. I don't know. I know, I'd say it was for plants.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
This is probably, this could have been a visiting room, we wouldn't know.
Stand up. We normally stand on furniture, but and honestly, guys, this place is huge. I feel like I've only just literally.
Look at the doorways.
I know. That high vaulted ceiling is amazing. I love the way like the sides of the wood are propped on each part of the wall. Oh, this is incredible. Oh. As I said to you, if you're watching the video, I will come back if you let me know in the comments below, and I will come here at night and stay. I won't sleep in all night just because of the pure dust in this place. But I will definitely come in here. So I don't like showing too much personal photos, but they are left behind, and I think it's terrible. So would a lot of these made their own costumes here then, I guess?
Yeah, because they lived here.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
You know, there's a children's wing.
Children's area. So there must be a morgue in this hospital, like a roof access. We could take all the pigeons.
What do you bet there's files in here?
Don't know.
Did you see the old teeth? All the imprints in the dental ring?
No.
There was all teeth impressions, there's bags and bags of teeth impressions.
What, in that?
Yeah, because they have, like, you have a dentist and you have a GP.
Oh, of course you'd have it all here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
So if it was something serious, I'm guessing they would be taken to a hospital.
No, well, there'd be a GP. So
Like, I mean,
if you've got,
if they needed surgery or something.
Yeah, if you've got like a cold.
Wow. It just shows you how many files were kept here. We just noticed here, like, yeah, it's a lot of patients would do there. Look at the butter, bread, milk, and obviously, yeah, the money they get from, I don't know, if it goes to the hospital, does it go to the patient?
No, they keep it.
Oh, that's cool. All right, let's keep going. So as I came through the reception bit into the first main hall of this hospital, and look at I'm absolutely loving this hospital. Obviously not for what went on here. A lot of patients, as I said, were ill-treated in this hospital. Disgusting how they treated them. And obviously, but as the times move on, I'm guessing this place was not practical anymore to house patients. So this hospital shut around 9 years ago, which isn't long. And to be fair, for what I've seen already, I would have easily said maybe 15, 20 years. There's so much decay in some of the areas I've seen in this hospital. So obviously we didn't come in at the front door, we started at the back, but I've worked my way around the front, so let's get on with it. Oh wow, look at these. To be fair, I'd actually just love to keep these little plaques, they're amazing. Look at that. Wow. And these doors, look at the incredible architecture bits in this place. Nothing's built like this anymore. It all looks the same. I used to teach in secondary school, and seeing how schools, when I first started, when you get that old-fashioned school feel and you know it goes modern day, and they all look the same. Hospitals look like offices, schools look like offices. It just, yeah. What are these? If you know what they are, drop us a link in the comments below, guys. I was just saying, are these...
No, this is store, I'd say so.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, were these like really high? Oh, I say garden store. Okay, yeah, it says store above it. But looking through here, looking through the lens as well, this is going back in time, so we stepped foot in time to show you. Literally a light's just hanging above my head there. We are very overgrown. Wow, look at this room.
Look at dust.
Why is it like a house? Oh, it stinks in here. I smell it through the mask. So it's like one of the old storerooms here, but we're just seeing here. There's patients' records in there. There's just stuff everywhere. It's a figure of Jesus. I forgot what this is called again, and I'm going to get in trouble from the Irish girls. Have told me exactly what it's called. Let me know in the comments below so I can come back next time and know exactly what it is or why it was used. This place is absolutely, the size of this place is incredible. Look at this. Little piano skills there. What you found? So this would be like what the type of function type room, or you just come here and what do they call this?
A recreational room. Watch TV.
furniture still. This little fireplace here. Oh no, it's not. It just looks at it as a water feature. I thought it was the back of a fireplace. A fire unit, should I say.
This is the new purpose of all this PPE as well.
Oh, look at the old wallpaper in here.
Actually, there's nothing down.
Coffee lids. This is what this is, all from COVID.
Yeah, look. These are all craft kits. Like a mask.
Yeah, but this shut down 9 years ago. Oh, because they were using part of it still, weren't they?
They came in during COVID.
Yes, yeah, that COVID-19, yeah. So what is in there? Mask, testing kit.
Yeah. Information.
Hello, how much money is here? And now in the UK, in England, we have to pay for these now to do a COVID test. It's like it never existed. You have to go to work and. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? I see that little excitement facing.
Yeah, I think these are kind of made to, you know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, to integrate them a little bit better. And then the dressing room, they all have their own room.
Just don't know if it looks like a squatter's been living here.
Sorry.
I thought if you hang the horseshoe upside down, it's bad luck.
Bad luck.
There's one behind that. Because my nan always said to me, put that horseshoe up the other way.
Yeah, she's Irish, you know.
Let's get the Christmas decorations.
Yeah, I'd say maybe this
Is this quite a normal thing, the big bourbons? Bourbons?
Yeah.
Bourbons?
Big bubbles.
What is... Those are the pictures of Margaret Thatcher everywhere. We've got the Pope. All this stuff though. I just think that there's some countries that literally don't have any funds and stuff like this could be reused. I know it's like old and out of date, but for some countries it's...
The waste is shocking, isn't it?
I mean, not being nasty, I've seen a lot of... You know, I was going to do a thing for Tanzania years ago. I was going to go out and help build a new school. And I couldn't go because I can't remember what was happening. I think I had pneumonia. It was about at that time. But what I was trying to say is when the teachers came back and there was a lot of photos showing, I mean, those kids were just little sticks used to kind of support their legs. Just bits of branches and stuff. And I'm not saying that's how Tanzania is now. I mean, I'm going back to 2007. I'm just saying, you know, there's a lot of countries that could make use, especially a lot of this woodwork. I mean, it'll end up in a skip or a landfill somewhere. I just load it all up in a container and send it to maybe another country that may need it. It's like a huge mushroom here. Ah, no, I remember this. It's all opened up and you put your toys in it and stuff. Oh, wow. Guys, these rooms are literally incredible. Look at that. I'll tell you what, you could so easily get lost in this place. These ceilings incredible. Yeah. They won't. They're not going to pull this hospital down, are they? See that you can see the old when they used part of it as a COVID facility. You think all the money that went into these bits here that are not used anymore. Wow, I'm really loving this little corridor. You can see all the old brickwork there and stuff in the outer buildings. Let's look at all these folders. This place is stacked with stuff. A swine flu vaccine there, sign. You think this is one of many hospitals now that's closed down. It's like they have old handprints on the windows there. Oh, look. Obviously the dentist area, look. All the teeth mouldings. Quinton. So many, look at them all. Obviously, yeah, there are obviously our own dentists here, and so obviously patients' files, maybe old college medical, obviously college paperwork, probably for trainee doctors. So what were these used for?
It's a Wessler intelligence.
So basically to see how quick in time maybe they can work something out?
Yeah, so it's an assessment for children. Well, not just children, I'd say it's for adults as well.
Yeah, no, I've seen them even used on some films. See here, like, I'm guessing you just say, what do you see?
What do you see, yeah.
A one-eared fox. A box.
What's wrong with this box?
Oh, okay, yes, you would say the bits, same as a fox.
So what's wrong with this fox?
Yeah, there's no lead in the pencil either.
Yeah.
Fingernail.
There's no fingernail. Yeah. What's wrong with the numbers? 12, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The shadow.
1.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
One.
Yeah. So these are a lot of dental records.
Yeah.
The little Duplo man.
77.
76, 75.
You get you?
Yeah.
Look at this dude. Oh, this must have been an old. So it was a little chapel.
Yeah, it was.
See, guys, you can see the stained glass window just about through there. Look at this. Bench saw, spindle moulder, sander belt, a planer and thicknesser, dust extraction. Dude, look at the little handheld, the old sanders and stuff.
Wow. Oil compressor. It's a nice little chapel.
No.
Make days of it.
So they could have had they must have had a chapel arrest. Dude, look at this old, how much oil in this thing, and I guarantee you there's nothing. Inquiries relating to persons that are buried in a cemetery. This is all from the hospital. Literally, all had their markers taken out, and the guy that was in charge of doing it lost the paperwork to where each person was buried to each number. There's just one left here. Julia Leonard, born 1563, died February 1919. Missed by her children, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. So sad, isn't it? To think now it just looks like a field. And the fact that they're talking about there could be developing on this. What the hell? I don't know. You think, I'm just walking across bits of the grave. So Rod's just found a few more over there. You know what I mean? Inquiries relating to persons that are buried in a cemetery. This is all from the hospital. Literally, all had their markers taken out, and the guy that was in charge of doing it lost the paperwork to where each person was buried to each number. There's just one left here. Julia Leonard, born 1563, died February 1919. Missed by her children, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. So sad, isn't it? To think now it just looks like a field. And the fact that they're talking about they could be developing on this. What the hell? I don't know. You think, I'm just walking across bits of the grave. So Rod's just found a few more over there. So look, there's some of the original crosses. So there are 4 remaining here. Oh, 5, sorry. But yeah, you don't even know who the person is anymore. Well, they should have numbers on all of these. Do you want to just zoom that in again? So look all the crosses. Now look, nothing, all pulled up. So what will happen with all the people here then? Just forgotten. Yeah. So what was this? The lady?
So this is Julia Leonard. This was the woman that threw a pot of tea at her husband because she accused him of having an affair, and he rang the doctor, got her committed to the asylum, and she was pregnant when she went in there on her 6th child, and she died in here, and she wasn't insane.
So she fought her own fight for the freedom, and she didn't, so she spent her whole life here.
Yeah, and she died in here.
I mean, how old was she? 1980?
She was 50 something when she died, I think.
I'm just saying, there's a cross here, not even giving a name, just a number. So it just proves when they were admitted in here in the early the 1800s, the 1900s, they were just a number.
Rod, did you see what
Disgusting, isn't it? Just a number. Makes you wonder what their human what life was about for them.
Not even a name.
So yeah, just to add to the story, which has really sickened me. So there's me thinking there's people buried here, forgotten. But check this out. These people were put in the incinerator. They were furnace, cremated, gone. But the families were told they were buried here and given a plot. Absolutely disgusting. This is going on in the world. So people just visiting a number. There's not even no one there. Guys, look at the back of this. It's like an old castle. It's getting dark now, so I'm going to cut this video, I think. Remember, guys and girls, let me know in the comments below. I promise if this video gets 8,000 likes, I will come back here and I'll come in here overnight. So yeah, if you want to see more of this, I'm just watching out for someone over there. Obviously, yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, so check us out on Facebook, Instagram. All links are in description. Honestly, guys, it's gonna be crazy. So to see all the unseen content, head over to Facebook Explorers, Facebook Abandoned World Explorers. Links in the description for everything else. Love you loads, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Sorry, I need a drink, guys.